Okay, now watch what it says. It says Black Hawk is the name of a little Indian boy who lives in the far west. Many years ago, when Columbus came to America, the Indians owned all of this beautiful country, but the white people have driven them farther and farther west. It says Black Hawk's father is an Indian chief and a brave warrior. It says the little boy has long, straight black hair and a dark reddish brown skin. Y'all see that? Dark reddish brown skin, which you're really just describing the so-called African Americans. That's who you're describing, but in order to throw y'all off, they have to use dark reddish brown skin instead of just saying these are so-called black people. Because when you start seeing dark reddish brown, your mind start wandering somewhere else. When they're talking about you, this is how they throw you off and keep you confused about who you are. This is from a book called A History of the Black Church in Tuscaloosa. All right. It says the city of Tuscaloosa, Tuscaloosa County, and the Black Warrior River runs through the city of Tuscaloosa. All take their name from the Choctaw Indian chief Tuscaloosa. Tuska meaning warrior, Lusa meaning black, which was translated as Tuscaloosa and later Tuscaloosa. It says, according to historical accounts, Chief Tuscaloosa was a very wise and respected leader and was of impressive physical stature, standing nearly 7 feet tall. He encountered Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto. That's what I wanted to point out. He encountered Hernando de Soto. And we know every time Hernando de Soto described the American Indians, what were they described as? Black people. Even Chief Tuscaloosa, the name even tells you itself, the Black Warrior. He was a black man. He was a so-called black man. And it says he encountered Hernando de Soto. Let's go get an account of Hernando de Soto, and we're going to see what he described the Indians as. All right, this book is called The History of Hernando de Soto and Florida, or Record of Events from 1512 to 1568. Watch what these Carolina Indians are described as. You guys heard this before. It says they go entirely naked, except that about the loins, they wear skins of small animals like martens, fastened by a girdle of plaited grass, to which they tie all around the body of the tails of other animals, hanging down to the knees, and all other parts of the body and head are naked. It says some wear garlands similar to birds' feathers. The complexion of these people is black, not much different from that of the Ethiopians. Okay, so it said these people were black. Now watch this as we go down on the next page to what it's going to say about the same people. It says our sailors in the boat seen a great fire made up, and their companion placed very near it, full of fear, and as usual in all cases of novelty, imagine that the natives were about to roast him for food. But as soon as he had recovered his strength after a short stay with them, showing by signs that he wished to return aboard, they hugged him with great affection and accompanied him to the shore. Then leaving him that he might feel more secure, they withdrew to a little hill from which they watched him until he was safe in the boat. This young man remarked that these people were black like the others. You see that? Black like the others. So all the other people that were being described as black, these Indians were being described as black as well. So why is it always a problem when we bring this history out? To me, it's almost as if you pay attention, it's almost as if everybody knows this, but they want us to just be quiet about it. They don't want us to talk about it. Don't say anything about what these Indians look like. And if you do, you're trying to blackwash, or it's an Afrocentric narrative. It's not. We're reading the history. This is from the book called The History of Hernando de Soto. They're writing this in the book that was written hundreds of years ago before any of us was even born.